Look at this visual representation of a storm. When a teen experiences a mental health crisis, their internal state feels exactly like this turbulent fluid, overwhelming and moving too fast to track. But as you watch it resolve into a clear center, know that you can guide them to that exact same clarity. To get there, we are going to do two concrete things. First, we will build a written, structured safety plan together. Second, we will initiate same-day professional K-12 therapy. Before we start, gather what you need. Find a quiet, private space where you won't be interrupted, and bring a pen and a piece of paper. If the young person you love is in immediate physical danger right now, do not wait. Pause this video and call or text 988, the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, or dial 911. If you are safe to proceed, let's begin. Creating a physical safety plan takes the chaos of a crisis and turns it into a set of stable, actionable steps. It gives you both a roadmap to follow when panic sets in. Step 1 in our preparation is identifying exactly what risk looks like in daily life. A crisis rarely happens without clear behavioral shifts. This checklist shows the 6 primary warning signs to watch for. Look for a teen pulling away from friends and family, giving away personal belongings, experiencing significant shifts in mood or sleep patterns, engaging in increased risk-taking behavior, expressing a heavy sense of hopelessness, and talking or posting online about death. When you recognize these signs, the correct response is to ask them a calm, direct question. You must look them in the eye and ask, "Are you thinking about suicide?" A common fear among parents and educators is that saying the word suicide will plant the idea in a teenager's head. Research consistently shows that this is entirely false. Asking the question directly acts as a release valve. For a young person carrying the weight of wanting to die or feeling like a burden, being asked directly is often a massive relief because it means they finally get to talk about it. Direct, clear communication ends their isolation. It moves the situation out of secrecy and into a structured space where you can actually begin to help them. Now that the door is open, sit down together with your pen and paper. We are going to draft the actual plan collaboratively. Write triggers at the top of the page. Ask your teen what specific situations, feelings, or arguments tend to spark their distress, and list them out. Right below that, as you can see in this handwritten example, create a section for coping steps. Work with them to identify 2 or 3 healthy, immediate actions they can take to self-regulate, like listening to a specific playlist or going for a walk. Next, build your trusted contacts list. Write down the names and phone numbers of reliable adults the teen agrees they can call when the coping steps aren't enough. At the very bottom of that contact list, add the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. This is mandatory, ensuring there is always a professional backup available 24/7. By pulling these internal fears and strategies out of their head and placing them onto a piece of paper, you give the teen a tangible tool to hold on to when their thoughts start racing. Once the paper plan is written, you must systematically secure the physical environment of your home. Walk through every room, locate all prescription and over-the-counter medications, firearms, and any other accessible lethal means, and lock them securely away. Stabilizing the home manages the immediate danger, but long-term healing requires professional support. This is where MentalSpace School comes in. Take a look at this flow diagram mapping the transition from a home crisis to same-day teletherapy. MentalSpace K-12 Care removes the financial barriers to entry. As the data box shows, Medicaid covers the cost at exactly $0, and they accept all major commercial insurances, including BCBS, Cigna, and Aetna. As the diagram expands here, you can see the core of their treatment model. Licensed clinicians lead this care using evidence-based therapies, like cognitive behavioral therapy and dialectical behavioral therapy, both proven to effectively reduce crisis behaviors. Locking away lethal means buys you the necessary time, but initiating this high-level, immediate clinical care provides the actual route to long-term recovery. Let's review what you've accomplished. You have drafted a physical safety plan, secured your home environment, and identified a clear pipeline for professional therapy. By completing these steps, you have executed a precise, evidence-based response to a crisis. You did exactly what you needed to do. For the educators watching, implementing this structured system directly supports state safety best practices, keeping your institution on track for the July 2026 HB 268 compliance deadline. To initiate care right now, navigate to the MentalSpace School homepage shown here. You can use the primary intake button on screen or reach out directly to the contact email at mentalspaceschool@chctherapy.com. The results of this care are concrete. Families utilizing these services report an 89% improvement in school attendance and a 92% reduction in student anxiety. Mental health crises are survivable, and recovery is real. You are not alone, and by taking these steps today, you are fully equipped to protect the young person you love.